Hey guys, how you doing? What's going on? Welcome to another video where today we're going to be doing the pretty cool review of the brand new uh, Tots Trick or Treat Studios Robocop figure from obviously Trick or Treat Studios, and it's the first time that they've uh, made Robocop, and they made Robocop and Clarence Bodica uh, figures so far. So it looks like they've got the license. We've had Robocops from NECA, McFarlane, Mayfix, Hire Toys, and now we've got one from this Trick or Treat Studios crack at it. So it's obviously from the Robocop, the first film, 1987. Got this on eBay for about £26, £28. Got a slight discount on eBay. But yeah, there's and it's in this sort of retro style, old style packaging, which is pretty cool. So which they've gone for. NECA does theirs obviously in a box, but they've done theirs in a sort of retro style packaging. So that's pretty cool. Retro figures and stuff is quite popular these days with a lot of collectors. So that's pretty cool. Now you see on the back there, there's Robocop there, Clarence. Now this is about 6.75-inch scale, I believe. It's quite a big figure. I think these are quite the same size because Tots so far have done action figures from mostly horror stuff. And this is the first time they've done stuff from action films, I believe. As far as I know, I think they've only done these. But yeah, they've done horror stuff, horror figures mostly so far. Tots. I'm not really. I don't really like the horror figures that they do. To be honest, I don't think they're that good. They're not very accurate. Yeah, don't really like the Tots horror action figures. Yeah, they just don't look great detail. But anyway, there's those packaging, and let's look at the figure, and it's pretty good. Let's look at the head sculpt. Now I've already had a few looks at this, and already can't get over how good it really is. I think Tots have done a fantastic job of this. Considering it's their first time attempting to do a Robocop figure, and it's a pretty good effort. It has to be said, and it may very well be better than NECA's, if not just as good as. But they've got a lot of things right with this, and it is a very good effort. Considering, as I said, I just don't think their horror figures are that good. Detail doesn't. They seem a bit off. Like the Michael Myers figure and stuff, yeah. But this seems pretty nice. So the head sculpt's pretty nicely painted, with that metallic silver on the helmet, and the mouth area is really, really nicely painted. There's a nice side view. You've got the OCP police there. We see that's police in the film. It looks very, very neat as well. It's a very quite neat job. Although I can see a bit of silver just going over the black area, so it's sort of gone a bit over there. So I guess you could get sort of like either a very thin paintbrush and paint that black there, so you can't see. But if you look further away, you can't really see it. It's only really when you go close up. But it looks, apart from that, it looks quite neat. They've got the detail there with the OCP, as I said, on the side, and it looks pretty nice there. And again, I don't know if they've the silver's just gone over the black there. So again, could neaten it up a bit just by getting a... It might even go with like sort of maybe a lot of permanent black marker pen possibly. Could probably do that maybe a very thin, because I wouldn't like to go, if I was going to do that, I wouldn't like to go over that in a thick brush, you know, and paint over that black, because, you know, it'd probably end up getting all messy. So I'd probably look to do it so in a thin, either a thin, very thin brush. And again, you see they've sort of, as I said, it is nicely painted and the detail is there, but as I said, they've sort of, silver seems to have just gone slightly over the black area. But as I said, further away, it's really not noticeable. It's just only when you go close up, you can sort of see it. I'm sure it pretty much is definitely there, because you can see the line where the helmet is, and it's just that line just beneath. But yeah, I think they have gone over it. You can just see just there. But if you go like that, you can't really notice it, but from there you can. But other than that, it looks like a pretty nice, and it's quite a nice size as well, because I think the one in Necker head sculpt is, I don't know if it's too small on that one, but it looks pretty good. Like when you look at it from there, it looks pretty good. And even when you go close up, it looks pretty good. Just look at the body. Again, that metallic silver looks pretty good, I think. I think they've done a nice paint job on this. Looks like it's got that bit of detail there, which all looks right. And then that black area there, side. It's got all the detail on the back area. That looks all right to me. Pretty much like it is on most of the other Robocops. And again, that black area there, the arms, nicely painted. The detail looks all there. Looks pretty much spot on to how it should be in like in the movie. And then we've got the legs, and then again you see the OCP Police 001 on that right leg. So the detail, they've done the detail really nicely there. See all the detail in the legs. Again, nicely painted. Really, really good. Again, you've got it on over the side. Nice detail there. And on the legs, and then you've got the pistons, obviously with the legs, and then obviously the foot goes back, and then there's sort of pistons. That sort of goes like that, where the piston sort of goes inwards. But that looks pretty accurate to me. Yeah, it looks like a pretty good job. Have to be said. Apart from that bit where they've gone over it slightly, but that can be corrected. Now the articulation is, now I did see someone else's review where the head was, they got the head to move, but I've been trying and it seems to be really, really stiff. And yeah, as I said, I don't like to sort of, when I get these figures, I don't like to sort of force it, where it's going to sort of cause damage to the figure, you know. Rather try and be a sort of bit loose. I know some stuff's a bit stiff, but I sort of don't like to force it too much in case it, you know, breaks or whatever. But on his one, the review that he did get the head to move, and there's, I think it's on a ball joint, and he did get it to move, very stiff, but he did get it to move. But I haven't been able to get mine to move, at least as of yet, and I'm certainly not going to risk it. But yeah, it may move, but it's very, very stiff. So we're just going to leave that for now. As I said, I'm not going to, this is like, I don't mind trying to have a little twist and see if it will move. But I'm not going to sort of overdo it and risk any breaks. The body doesn't seem to be like there's any. Sometimes you get a bit of double joint on the chest and body where it's sort of that would be a joint there and that would sort of move, but it doesn't seem to be like it does. So the top half seems to be quite stiff. The arms seem to be okay. They go outwards, I think, like they should. Obviously, there's a bit of restriction there with the that arm there, but they go out a bit like they need to, like I think they do in the movie where he's got sort of like his arm movements where he's sort of like aiming his gun and stuff, waving it around or whatever. So that moves out slightly. You've got the joint on the elbow as well, which again moves okay. You do have swivel on the arm, which Necker doesn't have. Just want to point that out. Necker doesn't have a swivel on the arm, so Tots have got a pretty good one there. With that, Necker doesn't have the swivel on the hand, but Tots does. So that's pretty good. Same on the other side. Now the legs are, as you could imagine, very, very stiff. And again, I'm not going to force it. They very might move, but it doesn't seem to. I mean, I'm pushing that leg, trying to get it forward, but doesn't seem to be. But it's, as I said, it may move, but it's very, very stiff. So maybe Top's articulation is not maybe the best. I could have maybe made the joints a bit looser. But yeah, that leg is very loose. But you do have the joint on the knee. So yeah, if you needed to, you can move that slightly back. I don't think it moves forward because you've got the sort of that bit there, but it does move a little bit there. And as again, we know that the feet move because of the pistons. So legs are a bit stiff, but you've got the movement in the lower legs. Top half very, very stiff. Arms, I'll tell you, arms pretty good. And if the head moves, it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to move on mine. Well, I don't know. So yeah, a bit stiff in places, but to be honest, I mean, actually, I probably would like the head to move freely. I'm not so bothered about the legs. It probably, I mean, the arms move as I want them to. You know, particularly when he's holding his gun, whatever, getting into various positions. But the head is a bit stiff. The articulation's alright, a bit stiff, but pretty good on the arms. Now the accessories. I don't actually have the accessories. But you do get the. I mean, there's not really much with the accessories. There's about 4 extra hands that you get. One of them is the key, which is obviously his finger, the metal. He uses it as a key to access a computer, but it's like a long, sharp piece of metal that obviously he ends up stabbing Clarence in the neck at the end of Robocop. But it is actually a key, some sort of key that he uses because he puts it into the computer to look up Clarence's gang, and you know, you see that during the movie. But yeah, so one of those hands has got the key on it, and the other 3 hands are just black hands in just other various hand poses which you can change over. And the other accessory, which is the accessory that I've got in his hand, is obviously his iconic automatic handgun, which obviously is rapid fire, which you see in very iconic Robocop, and obviously his main weapon of choice, and it looks pretty nice. I mean, it's quite straightforward. It's painted black, but it looks like it's the right shape. It's got a nice detail in there that looks pretty good, like it is in the movie. So they seem to have got that right again. Other accessories they could have possibly gave him. Now this is the futuristic rifle that's obviously used in Robocop, where Clarence's gang use them at the end of the movie, and then obviously Robocop uses it to take out Ed 209. But it's a futuristic cannon rifle, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, they could have, as I said, Robocop just comes with his gun and then 4 interchangeable hands, but they could have added this, because obviously he does use that as well, but they didn't. They also could have added the baby food and maybe something else. Also, the helmet is all one piece, so instead of it being a helmet where it attaches, or another head sculpt where it's just Murphy's face rather than the helmet. So they could have, yeah, there was a few things that they could have added, but you know, other than that, the actual Robocop figure itself is pretty good. Yeah, so I mean, they could have added a few other accessories, but you know, regardless, that, you know, the actual Robocop itself is pretty good. You know, considering it's their first attempt at doing it, it's a pretty nice Robocop. And if I said to anyone recommend what Robocop figure to get, I would definitely recommend getting this, because you know, probably, I don't know, 9 times out of 10 I would say get NECA version from a lot of figures, but on this occasion I'd say get the Tots one. If you haven't got a Robocop, get this, because it's a really, probably the best Robocop, you know, if not just as good as, but they've got a lot of things right, which NECA, you know, some of their stuff on their Robocop's a bit off, but the Tots one, yeah, said could be better. It's a very nicely detailed, nicely painted, nice shape to it as well. Like, you know, he's big built, and they seem to have the sort of the scale of it. They seem to have it very accurate. And as I said, I've been looking at this a few times, and I'm thinking, just, you know, just appreciating the quality and the, you know, how nice it is and just how good it looks, you know, to the movie. But yeah, certainly get this if you're looking to get a Robocop. I would recommend this definitely over the NECA, because you know the NECA you get, and you'd feel quite disappointed with it. But this, and especially the price as well, like 26, 28 quid, and where the NECA's is like, you know, 34, 40, 45 pound. Yeah, so you can't really have any complaints with Tots, really. The price, the Robocop, I mean, yeah, as I said, you know, I mean, I'm only being picky when I say about the accessories, but regardless of that, the Robocop is just fantastic. It really is. I mean, the articulation's a bit stiff here and there, but you know, it's a pretty good Robo. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up now. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more stuff. I've got a few more Robocop vids coming up. It's absolutely boiling in the UK and England at the moment. If you're from the UK, you know exactly how hot it is. It's absolutely exhausting. It's actually, I mean, making these videos is just, you know, it's really hot. But yeah, that's going to be it for this, guys. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Try to have a lot of fun with these reviews. And yeah, so that's going to be it for it, guys. And take care of yourselves, and see you on the next video. Bye for now. See you soon.